Latest on the wrestlers' protest, and there were dramatic scenes today on the banks of the Ganga. Ace wrestlers of the country, Sakshi, Malik, and Vinesh Phogat were in Haridwar today to immerse their Olympic and Commonwealth Games medals in the Ganga after their month-long protest. But now, after the intervention of farmer leader Naresh Tikait, they have called off the plan for now. In fact, they arrived there at 6 p.m. just as planned, but then there were emotional scenes. They broke down and they sat on the banks as a huge crowd gathered there and asked them not to submerge their medals. Tikait, after arriving, took the medals from the wrestlers and has sought 5 days' time for action against the Wrestling Federation chief and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who has been accused of sexual harassment. So the dramatic, in fact, this decision of the wrestlers to submerge their medals in the Ganga came after the Delhi police crackdown on the champions, which shocked the country. So for the moment, their plan to immerse their medals has been called off. So why is the government not intervening even as the country's top wrestlers have caught the eyeballs with their dramatic protests, which is being reported internationally as well? NDTV's Megha spoke to sources close to the government to understand why.
While the government's completely tight-lipped on the wrestlers' protest, sources close to the government are asking a few questions and also stating a few facts. First, why was a complaint not registered earlier if the alleged incident happened about a decade ago? In fact, they go on to say that the Delhi police has already registered 2 cases against Brij Bhushan, as was demanded by the wrestlers, and the probe is still on in that case. But despite that, the protest of the wrestlers have not ended. These are the questions that are being asked. But apart from that, sources are also telling us that from the time the wrestlers started their protest, their agitation, this time, a second time in April, they have been given all permission that they sought for. They were allowed to sit in Jantar Mantar, which is a prohibited area, for about 38 days. It's still continuing. And despite the demand in the FIR being met, the protesters are not ready to leave that place. In fact, they went ahead and, took out candle marches in India Gate, in the Gurudwara area of central Delhi, in Connaught Place. They were not stopped by Delhi police, but the Delhi police actually had to intervene at a time when they were breaching the security and wanted to march towards the new parliament this Sunday, when section 144 prohibiting people crowding in one place was already in that area. So they were, not only breaching the rules, but also going against this section 144 and violating the law. The wrestlers, of course, they have been saying that, they have won medals and accolades for this country, and using that as one of the reasons to impress upon the fact that because they have brought medals back for India, their statements and their words should be taken as the final word, and on the basis of that, action should be taken against Brij Bhushan Sharan. While sources close to the government say that law is the same for everybody and it won't be changed for one section of people, and however, the investigation which is happening as per the law. The Delhi police is carrying out the investigation, and the same legal system is applicable for everyone. No one is above the law. Finally, we are also been told that there are very senior officials in the sports ministry who have constantly been engaging with these wrestlers, the ones who are protesting, the ones who are supporting them since January, and assuring them that necessary actions will be taken, and yet the protest is still on.